Hey everyone, it is March, which means it is time for another monthly preview. Today, we're going to tell you everything you need to know if you're headed to the Universal Orlando Resort this month. Although official Mardi Gras is over, Mardi Gras at the parks is still in full swing.
Yeah, at least for like another 6 weeks.
They have concerts, parades, food, the tribute store, and you can see and do it all on your trip to the parks this month. However, if you are wanting to check out some of those concerts, you better hurry up because there are only 2 left and they're both the very first weekend in March. The 2 artists we still have to see are Sean Paul and Lauren Daigle. And a little bit of a forewarning with the concerts, they draw in a lot of people. There are a lot of people that want to come see these artists perform. So if you are one of those people, make sure you get there early so that you can save yourself a spot. Mardi Gras at the parks has really turned into more of a food festival at this point, and we are not upset about that whatsoever. But we figured we would talk about some of our standout food items that we've tried. I've got a top 4 that I think
Top
are
4.
that
We didn't go with top 5. We didn't go with top 3. We just split the difference. Okay.
These are the ones that really have stood out to us. So I think our uncontested number 1 has to be the muffaletta crepe at the crepe stand. It says on the menu that it's at the France Pavilion. It's just the crepe stand. And there's also a muffaletta flatbread at the Today Cafe. We must just be a big fan of muffaletta because that thing is delicious. Get that before it's gone. Also, the beef picanha at the Brazil booth. The beef picanha is really, really good.
We've had it 3 times.
Because we like it.
And I'll just say, one time it wasn't great. It was a little chewy, but the other 2 times it's been wonderful. There's a little consistency issue, but it's all good. It's really good.
The chimichurri sauce and the little cheese biscuit that come with it have been good every single time though. And I figured we should probably throw something sweet in there.
Yeah, the muffaletta milkshake.
No. I think our favorite sweet item has to be the the berries and cream liege waffle at the Germany booth. Get that too.
Real quick before we move on, if you plan on eating in the parks at all, either Mardi Gras food or not, you should really consider getting one of the discounted food and beverage cards. So they have that one that's $75 for $65, or the one that's a $150 value for $120. Anytime you can save any amount of money at the parks, you should take advantage of it. Of course, the Mardi Gras parade is a huge part of the celebration at Universal, and we've been having a blast throwing beads and checking out the new floats this year. But we do have to mention, the parade runs almost every night this month. March 31st, there is actually no parade. I think that's Grad Bash.
It is Grad Bash.
That's Grad Bash, so there won't be any parade that night. So if you're wanting to see it and that's one of your nights, go a different night. I have nothing for you. The last thing that we want to touch on that's Mardi Gras adjacent is the Cursed Coconut Club out in City Walk is officially open. And if we're being honest, this is probably our favorite overlay that they've done since they started this at HHN this past year. I don't know, the visuals inside are stunning. You just need to go check it out. Something that they've also continued is the mocktails. They started that at Christmas, and I don't know, I enjoy a mocktail. It's a reason to go up there and try some of the drinks. And I like both of them. Anna, not so much. There's one that she is just not very fond of. If you're headed to the parks this month and you want to know anything else about Mardi Gras, we did a full guide and we'll put a link to that in the description down below. And if you have any more questions, you can just leave us a comment in the comment section.
March also means the beginning of the spring break season at the parks. This means that you can expect it to be busy pretty much all month long. It does look like Universal is expecting the worst of it, at least for this month, to be the week of the 12th. But the thing about spring break is that different schools across the US take their break at a different point in time. So pretty much anywhere from early March all the way through the end of April, you can expect it to be pretty hectic. Another thing about visiting during the spring break season is that there are a lot of school trips and sporting competitions as well. The only official thing that I could find online when I was doing my research is Grad Bash, which is happening on March 31st. This is like an event that they have for graduating high school seniors where they do shut the parks down early to daytime guests, but I would guarantee that there are all kinds of other things happening this month, like cheer competitions, dance competitions, baseball tournaments, you name it. And when these events are in the Orlando area, they not only add to the crowds inside the parks, but they also make the hotels busier as well.
And the restaurants. Get your reservations.
If you're enjoying this video, if you would, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Also, if there's any other information that would be helpful for you on your upcoming trip that you would like for us to start including in these monthly updates, go ahead and leave us a comment about that too.
Am I about to do park hours? Sort of. Like, the great thing about it when the parks are busy is that the parks stay open later. So this month, the parks won't close any time before 8 p.m. and some nights they're open as late as 10 p.m. There is one exception, of course, that March 31st, Grad Bash, both parks will close at 6 p.m. Even Volcano Bay is going to stay open later this month. Most nights it's open until 7 p.m. However, it doesn't open until 10 a.m. unless you have early park admission.
Speaking of early park admission, Islands of Adventure has EPA for the entire month of March, but there are also some days where Universal Studios has EPA as well. That's going to be on the 5th and 6th, and then from the 12th all the way through the end of the month. Here in just a second, we are going to talk about ride closures, but a little bit of a spoiler. Hagrid's is currently closed for refurbishment and it's not going to open up until a few days into March. What they are doing right now during EPA is they're opening Spider-Man up as kind of a replacement for Hagrid's. Universal's website has that scheduled through the end of February, but it doesn't say anything about those first few days of March. So we can't guarantee that Spider-Man is going to be available on those days, but it might be. Volcano Bay also has early park admission 30 minutes before the park opens. So if you have EPA, you can get in at 9:30 all month long.
Since we teased it, we will go ahead and talk about ride closures. Popeyes and Bluto's is actually closed down for seasonal maintenance. Matter of fact, the whole area is closed down. We went there the other day and you can't get back to Me Ship to Olive. You can't get back there at all. Also, where is Popeye? He's been gone for like 8 months at this point. I'm starting to wonder if he's ever coming back. All that is supposed to reopen on March 11th, except for obviously Popeye. Jurassic World, or Jurassic Park River Adventure, it reopened like a week ago. It's been going down like every day at this point.
They're having issues.
Yeah, they're having issues. Hopefully that changes. I just think that's something to keep in mind. It's not officially closed, but it's been going down quite a bit. And then, of course, the one everyone's wondering about, Hagrid's. Hagrid's is supposed to reopen on March 6th. Universal finds a way to make us wrong anytime we say this stuff.
Yeah.
So here is my attempt to help everyone out. Universal has never, ever, in the 2000 and whatever year of this life, opened a ride early when it has been down for scheduled maintenance. You know what to do. Some other like ride adjacent news, Velocicoaster actually just opened up their Express line. So for people who have Express Pass, that's really exciting. What I'll say about it is it's subject to change. The timing of it is kind of odd in my opinion. They closed down Hagrid's and then it got Express. I'm not saying I think they'll take it away. They put the sign up there. That makes it like real official. You have the running rafter right there.
It's got a sign, guys.
It's got a sign. It's like things that have flames are fast. That has a sign that has Express. I would just keep my eye on it. When Hagrid's reopens, we'll see. It's been holding a pretty heavy line ever since Hagrid's went down. So that's something that interesting to keep your eye on. And the other day when we were there to check on the Express line, they actually had the single riders line closed. So just all something you should keep in mind if you're visiting.
If you are an annual pass holder, there are some blockout dates that you need to be aware of this month. For the lowest tier pass, which is the seasonal pass, you don't have access to Universal Studios on the Mardi Gras concert dates. So that's gonna be on March 4th and 5th. However, you are not blocked out of Islands of Adventure or Volcano Bay. Both the seasonal pass and the power pass are also blocked out of Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure from March 11th all the way through the 18th, although you again are not blocked out of Volcano Bay. There is some good news though. If you are one of those pass holders and you're coming down during those dates, you can go to guest services outside of the parks and upgrade your pass so you can get it. There are some extra pass holder perks to be aware of this month. Normally, if you have a power pass or a seasonal pass, you don't have access to early park admission, but right now, all the way through March 10th, you can get into EPA, so that's right before those blockout dates begin. There are also some like Mardi Gras exclusive pass holder perks, and this first one absolutely blew my mind. There are like hidden Mardi Gras menu items. And so these are only at Louis, which is, well, so the Italy booth, which is the walk-up window at Louis. And there is an affogato, a spiked affogato, and a spiked gelato that like you don't see on the menu, and they're supposed to be a pass holder perk. I remember seeing these when they like released the original menu, and then when they were on the Italy menu, I thought they just got cut, but we did try the affogato. It is delicious. You can also pick up your UOAP magnet from the Five and Dime in Universal Studios.
I do have a question for y'all. Did anyone notice that Bradley is our like nightstand or our lamp right now? I bet you didn't. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. But now you should be prepared for your trip in March. If you don't know about Bradley, you can watch that video. But if you want to see some of our favorite foods from this year's Mardi Gras, check out this video right here. But we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Say bye. Say bye, Bradley.